So this time it was not very far to go, only 111 miles a round trip, so it's pretty good. Nice old building again, and we went in this way, up the end there. And it was, you know, a building by itself with green and grass around it, very nice. And it was laid out with one big hall and then various rooms off the corridor, which was worked quite well. And did I buy anything? Well, here's the bag. Wait until the end to see what I did actually buy. So I wanted to see Flint Hills because I've watched Jeff Hammond on YouTube. You know, he's got his own YouTube channel for this. And I just wanted to see what it looked like in the, you know, actual flesh, you know, rather than on a TV screen. And I must say it was very popular most of the time. And there's the man himself. He could talk because it was run, as you might know, the same as I run mine with iTrains. So here's his computer with it on. And these are the trains that are running around. And he's even got a big TV screen to show the public where it's happening. So let's have a look at this. Oh, it's a bit abrupt away. Sorry. That one. The old blue Pullman is a bit abrupt.
You've got sound.
Ah, yeah, it does make a difference.
It does, yeah.
I like doing on the layout. Yeah. The last one got that 800 euros. I thought it worked doing another one. And then let me go back to that. As you can see, I do like taking my little cube camera and trying to get it on the layouts, and Jeff is no exception to all the rest that were quite happy for me to do that.
So 3 levels.
I like the way you've got the blue train. That's what I thought. Yeah, Pullman, and that other one, which
Is that like an old
I don't do it the money. The detail on this layout is absolutely amazing. Really well done, Jeff.
That video and I've got my team shot.
Not at the moment you won't. Not that one. Like a lot of the layouts, they were little modules, and they're really great. Absolutely like them. Don't be cheeky.
Well, have a look at your uncut list.
Sorry?
Have a look at your uncut list.
30 track?
No, poor chassis on that shunter,
Oh, right.
Unfortunately.
I'm hoping when you do the soundtrack on this, by the way, you don't have us rabbiting in the background.
Yeah, I will do. It's all part of my videos.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Well, it's all part of it, isn't it? All the chat. Have we got an 08 and an 03, have we?
Yeah, well, it's an 04.
That's an 04. Oh,
04,
right.
yeah.
I've been in the cab of an 04.
Dan and Nick are looking for you. Dan and Nick.
Oh, he is something.
Yeah, they saw Nobby said he was going to be here.
Yeah.
They were here.
I've got held up like Luton. It's really thick fog at Luton.
Really?
Yeah. Always in Milton Keynes.
So I just thought I'd show you the, you know, the thought behind this layout. It's a nice little layout, really good. So let's see a bit more of it, shall we? I really do love the detail on all of these layouts. Lovely. Oh, it isn't a double split. Oh, right. HO scale, I take it, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd show you some sort of photos of this layout because it's really nice. Look at the harbour and the little ship, or little trawler, I suppose, that would unload its fish to be transported. I didn't actually get this little train here running, you know, actually running on the layout, but I thought I'd show you a couple of photos of it. And yeah, absolutely super little layout this. And you know, you can get a lot in a reasonably small place, can't you? So let's get on with the next one, Low Street. Now again, this was a very small layout with a lot of detail in it, and yeah, it's great. And that 37 sounds great, doesn't it? Absolutely super. So as you can see, this very tiny layout is, you know, representing the Blitz. So quite interesting. There's a little ginty running across there on the and the detail again is superb, isn't it? You know, really great. And there's a little bit to show the underground, because obviously lots of people were saved by being down here, and it runs. And here's one of the gentlemen running it, and unusually I believe that this is run off a 9-volt battery, and the one with the 2.5 is what the voltage is set to. Different. So Michael Lamb was here. He's not really a layout, but he's done some beautiful paintings of really railway orientated objects. And obviously we've got the Mallard, we've got the Blue Pullman, and he doesn't just do trains, although here's a nice 66. he also does other things, and one's just about to come up, and there's a warship, and if you look to the right you can just see the tail plane of a plane. So really good, well done.
He'll be here next year.
Fish eye legs.
I didn't see that. You know, when it just blends in slightly, you think, oh, that's quite see.
That's why I got quite orange one.
Any sound, or is it DC?
Just DC.
DC, okay. So we've got a fairly long montage of photos here of the traders that were there, and as you saw at the beginning, did I buy anything? And yes, I did, didn't I? Because I had the bag. So these will come into the video later on what did I buy. So have a good look. Now, what about this one? He opened it up and let me have a look at it, but I'll tell you the story a bit later on about that. It looks like it's been a long day, but I don't know when this was. And here's another one where I round about, and they had quite a nice set, which I was quite thinking. But they had the tin plate locos, you know, the O gauge. Not expensive really. And loads of stock. We've got the Hornby wagons there, which I did think about. But yeah, loads of older stuff, I suppose, which, you know, we may be going this way if it gets too expensive, and it's getting not that cheap. Curascale are trying to buck the trend. Even bits of track. My first thing I ever bought at a train fair was a point, and it was dead. It was shorting out. And this was a beautiful set, wasn't it? It looks rather nice, that. And there were the usual ones selling everything you might possibly need. And even books. This was quite a nice set of books you could buy. Nicely laid out so you could see every one. Quite clever, really. This one caught my eye because obviously I used to go into St Pancras when I was commuting to London. And yeah, more and more and more. Hey, this was interesting. And you might see this a bit later on. It's only a hint. But yeah, these are quite good. And I have one of these wagons. So draw your own conclusions. So this is a layout that wasn't actually running at the time I was filming it, although it did run, I've seen it, but it was for sale, £75, which, you know, not too bad, is it? Obviously you don't get the rolling stock. And he did sell it, I believe, later on. But yeah, nice little layout. Again, you know, all self-contained. You could buy this, do it up a bit, and probably display it if you wanted to at a show. Yeah, it's a good little job. So let's go to the yard.
I mean, this is what's the die-casting chain, the chain lock. It's not that. They just made it low frame chassis for convenience. We've been express gone through for actually a small gear motor like the former one. And the servo you can just see. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's good glasses. So probably a good idea. Yeah, absolutely. So the servo is there. Charging the socket there on the switch up, but you can see the trick to making them look good is
You have to do one at a time.
that's about similar two pieces with spacer related to fame players on axle. And then it's going to put it in the tree.
So this layout had movement everywhere. We had the locos and the trains, so the crane worked as you saw and was unloading things and loading them. And the vehicles, and you can see the lorry coming up on the left hand side there, radio controlled. So these components get smaller and smaller, and you can fit all the servos and everything in these, you know, and it's not that small, is it? 1/43 to the scale, I suppose. So Little Cone is based on an Essex area, really. There's bits of proper ones, but yeah.
Yeah, he had these, and I've got one here for 1 o'clock. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
What's your name in this train? It's getting a bit hot in here, isn't it?
For these people, kilowatt each. You've got the slow motion point changes, have you?
Yes, got tortoise ones on here, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I didn't hear the click. Mine's all clicks, mine's all
Oh yeah, mine at home are solenoids as well, you know.
Well, I use all my stuff, but I run iTrain, same as Jim over the road.
Okay.
Yeah. They all work, even their decoder boxes, you know?
You getting alright with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I only took 350 metres of wire to do it.
Oh really?
Dr. Who's late now. Got a whistle?
None of us have got that, so you see, every little white peg, that's what the magnets are. The previous owner had the JDs, but none of us have got that, and we've got too much stock to change it all over.
You don't have to do all of it, you just do the bit.
One of the close companies in the close coupling, there's like a tentative engine, a little coupler.
I hope you're going to push it back onto the platform so the passengers can get it.
Yeah.
That's right. That'll be a bit out of focus that bit there.
That's alright.
So I did the name of the layout because it's quite small there back on the wall, isn't it? But let's have a look. Nice.
Change that one. That's it.
Ah, 101. Change points.
Sometimes you can see little bits that you have to sort of wait and see little bits of
What's the back end?
It's not working? No. Nothing?
Is that a peak? Class 45?
Sorry, it's not mine, I haven't got a clue.
What's the first numbers on it?
That's a D600. We've done the old bit. So, do you know if this is a peak? I've not seen one with the split head codes before. So for a very small show, I mean, it did have quite a few YouTubers actually. And obviously the first one with Mr. Hammond here. Great to meet him and really good. This is Lee Wall with his little layout that he's doing. Nice to meet him as well. And this is Rob from Rob's Far Junction, filming same time as me. And here's Michael Smith from the 40-foot layout. He was on his way home in the car park. The car park had filled up quite a bit really, and I was out here putting some stuff in the car. And yeah, I mean, they said it was a small car park, which is why I got there early, but it was not bad. So again, here's another small one on the wall, so I put the right name up.
Tea job. Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? Okay, I'll get you.
Two sugars for one.
2 sugars. Tea.
So again, a lovely layout with a lot of detail on it. Really ran well, looked good. Right, the secret is not to get the other camera in the shop, isn't it?
But just so you know where it is. I saw it. I know. I've seen it sat down. It's too dark.
Now, go on, let's have it in.
Yeah, John.
We'll see how good your editing is when we watch it.
Well, have a look at. I've got 400 videos up there. So
Oh, God, have us.
yeah,
It's probably got loads of our other stuff.
I've got my original first one I put up,
Alright.
and I didn't have any editing or anything. I did a 15-minute video without editing anything. I do like it when we have a nice big name board that I can take a picture of. Helps. Movement is good.
There's a Wills G69.
It's my YouTube channel. I've got a YouTube channel for that. On YouTube.
We need to train somebody.
I'm going to couple it up.
Just whiz it round now. I really need someone on the other end. The locals want to build like a headshot.
Oh, well done. That's the best one I've seen.
Practice.
Yeah, I suppose. So this is this O gauge?
S scale.
Pardon?
S scale.
S scale. Okay. That's a new one on me.
Want to know any more about it? Got a leaflet or
Yes.
that's your guy there?
That'd be very useful, the leaflet. Thank you. So I did want to read about this S-scale, but I don't seem to have the leaflet that was said. Now, whether I've just lost it, might possible, knowing me, I don't know, but shame really. Never mind.
Have you got a wide angle lens or do you want to point to more?
Yeah, it'll take. You can slow it down a bit.
So I like taking photographs, and I find the photographs help me to spot errors and bits of fluff, and they help me. Sometimes I'll take photographs and have to redo the model and take another photograph before. Well, and also because I think to some extent I want to have a seat so I can share progress with other people. Yes, well sometimes, yeah, well, yes, because I have more, I took photographs.
Not that way, can
It's quite more.
So you had a leaflet for your scale. I've not heard of it. Scale before. It's DC.
Yeah, straight gauge master. I'm going to cheat because Sir's not looking. Let's get dropped on the side and up further up the track.
Yeah.
Hi, Joanne.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Hi, Joanne.
Yeah, very nice.
So again, one of these little ones, and it's just got a couple of feet at the bottom, and it just sits down with the handle. So great fun.
And we had another girl started, early 20s, absolutely lovely. But she's been there a couple of weeks. When you spoke, I said, Colin.
You can see the little pegs on the front, and that's how you operate the points. No motors, just a bit of hand power, really. Great fun. So this is Continental TT. Is it the same as the Hornby TT?
TT120 is the Hornby
Yeah.
It's been big in what was Eastern Europe since the 1950s.
Right. And there's a lot of stock you can buy.
There's a lot of stock, there's
which
lots of kits, lots of support.
Yeah.
Just in a foreign language, that's all.
Yeah. Well, you buy Marklin. So this Coastal DTC is probably my nearest hobby shop, really, and they're in Ipswich, and I was pleased to see them.
Once it's gone into the next section, it releases the other point, which then releases the train itself.
Yes.
But we don't actually touch the speed dial of the locos.
No, it's a bit iTrains, isn't
No,
it?
iTrain doesn't. The computer doesn't touch it. It's all done through the ABC units.
Right. Yes, I've heard of those. So really, this was a trader, but you know, had a little bit of track to show what was going on.
The ABC units are triggered,
Right.
so it brings the loco to stop, so you don't have to point iTrain or anything else. It doesn't have to worry about what speed it's doing.
No. Well, amazingly, I use the Hornby points and signals decoders for mine, and I use the Hornby colour signals from my signals. It works. Lovely, thank you, Kevin. So as you can see, he's got quite a good selection of DCC stuff, really, which is what he sells, you know. So great fun. So what's my bag on here for? Well, we're getting into the section now where I'm going to show you what was in it. But first of all, we're going to just go back to the show and look at some of these traders. And this chap had quite a nice set, didn't he? The Coronation Scott, limited edition. really nice, and you saw 150 quid. Also there was this Devon Bell set, which I quite liked, I must admit. And you know, he opened it to have a look, and there were a couple of things with both of these. I also quite like these loads, although you can make your own. I'm getting lazy, well, more lazy. And as I've got one of these wagons, or some of them really, did I buy any, I wonder? So yes, I did actually buy some of these, and as you can see, they're okay, pretty solid. You've got the little bit in the middle to go over the middle, what's her name? Quite nicely finished on the back with their name and email, and they fit really well. They go in, don't fall out easily, and it's great. So I bought a sound decoder from Coastal DCC, along with this little speaker, and it was to go in the Devon Bell, which I did actually buy. Initially we didn't know if it was DCC ready, but he did open it up and have a look and said yes it was. So I did purchase this one. The Coronation Scott, although it was DCC ready, he'd only take cash, so I didn't have enough with me, so I didn't bother. And here it is at home, and it's number 895 out of 2,500 produced, so limited edition again. And it looks a fine locomotive, I must say. Yeah, great. And there's the speaker to go in it, and obviously having Coastal DCC there, he could sell me the right stuff to fit in this loco, and all the DCC stuff is actually in the loco. So I've got these couple of batteries. One wasn't strong enough, but the other one was. And I just put it on a bit of track and just tested it on DC. And as you can see, it ran very well actually. I mean, the battery wasn't full 9 volts, but yeah, super. See how it runs on DCC, won't we? And I tried the carriage lights, or one of them anyway. Turned it round, as you can see, and yeah, great. And what I noticed is they run really well. Yeah, you can see it sort of trying to run away. So there we are, that side works as well. So let's hope the other two carriages are the same. And then I had all these, a few brochures that I got, and I had a good chat with the EM Gauge, and he explained everything, showed me how a point was made. And then we had the artist, obviously, who was really good. And then this model railway exhibition book was not full of information. Great fun. So really enjoyed this show. We'll go again next year, and I hope you've enjoyed my video. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.